tackling realities of shipbuilding, improvements to weld management. Their solution goals for this are weld management for engineers, expanded flexibility for managing welds, reducing the barriers to adoption. We've seen some good uptake of weld management, but definitely this should help. And more specifically, weld management.
Morning or afternoon, I guess depends on where you're connecting from. All right, so product hierarchies. Well, here at SSI, we think of product hierarchy as a quite powerful tool within a ShipConstructor project that typically sort of defines the assembly sequence of your project. And we've had primary for a while, and then we added secondary product hierarchies. But what's exciting that as of this release, we now support use of welds within the primary or the secondary product hierarchies. And I'll just quickly take it through a few steps as to what we have and what benefits it might provide to users. So I guess just a few general things. Users can now manage and manipulate welds from the primary or non-primary product hierarchy. As you can see on the screen here, I have a few welds, and I have this in this demo assembly within a dedicated weld product hierarchy. Welds also can be visible, and visibility can be turned on or off, and we just have a quick option. I'm not going to go through it, but it's right here. Just a few kind of things here. So every part, I guess, produced in ShipConstructor has its place within the product hierarchy, and now it also includes welds. So I'll give you an example right here. So so within, let's say, this product hierarchy, what we can do is welds, I'll just select one here. It can be scheduled independently from a part. And as you can see, it goes into this state we call pin or unpin. Essentially, all it means is that now it's disassociated from parts and can be scheduled at a later time if needed. Right here, we can just unpin and it goes right back. What we can do is we can also just move several parts into a different level, and the welds move together. So automatically they go with the corresponding parts. Just move them right back. Another thing that we have added is that within the naming conventions, you can have each product hierarchy can have unique naming convention. And I have an example here. I mean, it's all already set up, but for the sake of this demo. So let's say with this weld pH, I have a weld pH naming convention. It all can be defined. And this is one way to see it, and this is another sort of much more simpler. Yeah, so these are a few kind of main things that I just wanted to show, and rather than going very deep into how product hierarchies work. For us, I guess the addition of primary and the secondary product hierarchy support is a pretty large improvement that we really hope will remove some barriers with the weld management adoption. So this is it in a nutshell. I'll pass it back to you, Norm.
Yeah, pretty powerful feature. You can now manage welds from a non-primary product hierarchy as well. Primary pH may be reserved for naming. Welds can be defined in the secondary pH. You've seen all this. Welds are visible inside the designated pH tree. So a lot of benefits to this. We can schedule parts independent of corresponding parts. Can move manually from one assembly and pin to another. Can also be moved automatically with their corresponding parts. And each product hierarchy can have a unique naming convention. So pretty rounded out, fully into the product hierarchy product.